What's up, Universal family? It's Jalen Divine, also known as the Universal Remote. How y'all feeling today? You are now the you are now universally tuned in. I'm sending you guys all of that high vibrational energy, that no demon shall pass energy, that anointment energy on your life and whatever you're trying to do out here, that success energy. Give them the 222s, 333s out there. Let's change the channel. Now, let's talk. Let's get on this topic right here. What do you do when you first wake up? Now, I'm not talking about when you just wake up and you brush your teeth in the morning. Some of y'all probably don't brush your teeth. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But no, look, when you first wake up, everything might be strange to you. Probably, you're probably not used to feeling life and everything around you and everything you see. You're probably not used to seeing the synchronicities in real life in that place or time. Or you're probably thinking like, oh, there's a lot of coincidences. Some things just are too subtle. Not too subtle, too in your face for you to miss when you're first being awoken and excuse me, and you're seeing all these synchronicities in real lifetime. It doesn't have to do with numbers. It could be doing with real life, like just people, other people's actions, and watching the world around you. On my spiritual journey, when I first woke up, it was trippy for me too, man. um, and I know a lot of people talk down on marijuana about how it's bad, or some people really praise it, but that's what woke me up in my spiritual journey was marijuana. Now, do I do marijuana now? No. Do I drink? Do I smoke? Do I do none of that stuff now? No. It's been like about 5 or 6 years since I awoke and since I did anything, any drug. So, I'm not trying to say like I'm better or nothing. Some people use marijuana. Some people just still do their things. Some people still drink. That's them. That works for them. Okay? That doesn't work for me. Because as soon as I try to partake in some of that, I go down. Then I gotta push back up. And you see, I'd rather just stay where I'm at and push up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like to keep a strong aura at all times because, like most of you out there, I go through heavy attacks, man. Heavy attacks. All the time. Just heavy attacks. But they're not doing anything but making me realize that I'm doing something right. So, yeah, man, when I first woke up, I started to wake up a little bit. Tell you the story. Story time with Jalen Divine. Nah, let me stop playing. But yeah, tell you the story. I first started to wake up. Now this was like back when I was in high school, and I used to kick it with these so-called friends, and these manipulators and deceivers and stuff like that. Um, it happened little by little. Like I was pre-waking up for like a year, then I fully woke up in 2016, going into 2017, around November 2016. That's when I started to wake up, and I was going through some shit. Uh, I was going through some shit. I thought I knew everything, which I didn't. I didn't know shit. Cause as I started to keep smoking, cause every time I would smoke, it's like it's like there's different levels in smoking. Like you could be in that joy, happy, fun smoking, and you're not really caring about what other people are saying. Like you're listening, but you got so many giggles, you're not really paying attention. Excuse me, paying attention. And so after I got over that hump, because after I got over that hump, like a while after, I started to realize little by little, like, because when someone's talking about you subliminally or directly. And, I could just be chilling with these so called friends, and then, they do an inside joke about something, but I know that inside joke because that has happened to me before. So, really, it's not an inside joke because they sneak dissing. They know it happened to you. They don't know nobody like that. They just be using like fake names. Like, you heard about Joey messing around with Katerina? Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't she use him to smoke or whatever? Or it could be a real person, but they just using that. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know how these people try to be slick. They try to think they so smart that they gonna try to confuse you and outdo you with wordplay. No, they like to bend the human language and speak in tongues. That's what I call it. I call it speaking in tongues because these people know how to manipulate words, the English vocabulary, the words, in a specific manner to where to them it's intellectual, but it's not. Because if you got to sneak diss somebody and they right there in front of you, you a pussy. I'm gonna just keep it like that. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. Like if it's not something that you could directly say to that person, but you want to kick it up and chill with them and stuff like that, then you being a fake friend and you're a punk because you scared of what they might do or how they might react if you say something like that, because it's gonna be over with. It's gonna be cutting the strings off the little puppet. You gonna get cut off, bro. You're done for. You cooked fried chicken. You're done. So that's why people are scared when they do stuff like that because they don't really want confrontation, and they don't really want an argument. But it's just like at the same time, it's just like, okay, if I say something about you, you get so booty hurt, like, and you wouldn't be able to take it. So, but you like to dish it out. All these people that love to dish it out, they stay grouped up. Don't be surprised if your friends go click up with somebody that you fought or you don't like or something like that. Because in their mind, they're not taking any side because they're probably friends with this person or they in their mind they're like, I'm cool with this person. It's you. It's you. You the only one that's not cool with them. I'm cool with them. They didn't do nothing to me and blah 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 blah. Watch them motherfuckers, man. Watch them. That's what I like to call an anaconda. They gonna bite you in your ass when you ain't looking. Or they'll hiss and right in front of your face. And you keep your mind was like, did they just? Yes, they just. No, 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 no. Don't try to reassure yourself like, no, I'm tripping. They would never do that. Yes, the hell they will. You don't know their thoughts. You don't know how they think. You don't know how they move. Be aware of them. But yeah. Um. So yeah, back in those times when I was kicking it with these ex people, aka I don't like to call people this, but if my personality affects you in any type of way, like people got their own style, their own little way they do something, they own little, you feel me? Like they own little way. they own little wave, and you try to mimic they wave, and you trying to do them, but you wanna sit up here and act like that you ain't get the sauce from whoever you got it from. Like you stole their whole identity to come up with your own identity, and you're so lost in their sauce that you think that their identity is something that you originated. No, you're backwards. You really got mental problems if you going through something like that, because that's, you know that that's not you. Like I guess like what's one of the shit that I use? I'd be like, oh, and everybody be like, oh, you tweaking this. I'd be like, bro, ass a cluck. You feel me? Like, and then or I got my own little slang. I got my own little language. I got my own little slanguage. You feel me? So, you know, that's just how, because I don't like being like everybody else. I like doing my own thing. And it's not like I try to do it on purpose. It's just a simple fact that, and I know a lot of y'all don't try to do it on purpose either. That's just the way you like to talk. You just unique, man. In your own way, you unique. So when I was waking up, I started to peep game on my surroundings and stuff like that. My house, when I was in high school, that's why I can't really relate to having real strict parents. Like my dad, he was the strict one, but my mom, she was the cool one. But when I was the man of the house, I mean, it was just like I was just already I already seen so much. I was already growing up so fast. It's just like my house was like that one friend house that you have that's like a party house. I wouldn't really say a party house, but you know that you could go there, smoke some trees, get drunk, get sloppy, get whatever, and y'all be in there chilling. You could be knocking some boots, you feel me? Getting some honey dips, you feel me? Something and stuff like that. That's just how my house was in high school. And then my friends would be like, "Oh, you're so lucky, man. I wish my parents was that cool." Blah 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 blah. It's like, nah, man. It ain't have nothing to do with that. Like, one thing about me is that I don't bullshit or anything because, like, I just was straight up with my peoples, man. And yeah, my parents was cool. My pops was on that. He didn't give a fuck. Nah, that ain't going on here. Nah, they can't come. Nah, they can't come over here. Nah, ain't no smoking in here. Nah, y'all gotta get out. What y'all doing? What you doing? He be on it. Well, he was on it back then. And I appreciate him for doing that because you know you need balance, man. You need that parent that's gonna make sure your head on tight, man, and you focused on, because them the ones that's trying to prepare you for the real world, man. They ain't trying to sugarcoat it with you or play no games with you. They trying to prepare you for real life, man. So don't, if your parent like that, bro, don't trip off them like that, man. They you thinking for now. They thinking about, you they child, man. They don't want to see you on that shit. They don't want to see you doing that shit. You they seed. You feel me? You they seed. They don't want to. Hell no. So don't be too tough on them, man. But yeah, when I was the man of the house, I mean, my brother, back in the day, my brother, he had it like that too. My brother he an 80s baby. He a early 80s baby. I think 84 or 85. Oh, but yeah, he, I'm a 90s baby. Shit, I'm 96, man. But anyway, yeah. So my friends was like jealous of that or whatever, and I was like, dude, it ain't all cracked up as what you seen, as what it seems. Cause like me and my peoples was going through it, man. Like we was shit. Back in them days we was struggling tough, and you know, everybody think it's all cool, but they don't know what they only see what's going on the outside of your home. I don't care if they be there every day. They don't know the real problems that go on in your home. Cause they not there 24/7. They don't know everything that they got going on in your home or where you stay at. So it was kind of cool, but that's what pushed me out of stop doing it, stop smoking and drinking and shit way back then, like 5, 6 years ago, way back then. Because it's just like I got bored of it and I was trying to elevate, and I felt like that they was trapping me. They was keeping me locked down to where I couldn't elevate because I couldn't connect with anyone else that was trying to elevate. Like I felt something when I would get in that zone. I felt something. Like for other people, they get high and get the tweaking. For me, it makes me very smart. It makes me very smart, man. And I choose my words very carefully, and it makes me more observant. Like I'm one of those chill, laid back dudes back in them days when it came to smoking weed and stuff like that. But I was more observant. Like I could do things so easily, and like I'm pretty sure a lot of you are somewhat like that. Like things just click for you. Um, some people get smart, some people get lazy, some people get sleepy, some people get the munchies. That's just what it is. Or you can have all those all in one. But shit. But yeah, I feel like they was holding me down like anchors, man. Like no one wanted to elevate. All they wanted to do was sit up in my crib and smoke all fucking day. Keep in mind, these was day ones. I couldn't go to their house if I ain't have nowhere to stay. I couldn't go to their house if I ain't have nowhere to stay. They parents blame me, or had some animosity towards me because they felt like I was the bad guy when I wasn't. I was schooling my niggas and shit like dude, you need to cut it out, man. We need to get our shit together, man. Let's cut this shit out. We need to get our shit together, dude. Or when they take too long, it's the cat. Somebody's cat. When they take too long and stuff, or they get in trouble for being out late. Being at my crib was and it was like up the street. My crib was up the street from theirs. It's just like their parents would grill them and stuff like that, and I guess like I ain't gonna say that the old ex friends did it. I think like their parents just assumed because they knew where their kids was going every day to the trap house, to the house. That's what they call it, the trap house. Anyway, nigga, that was the smoke house. But anyway, it was tough. Yeah, man, they parents just blame me or something. But when I would see them and talk to them, and they hear me speak, and they see how brilliant I am and what a good dude I am, they don't really say nothing to me about that. But it is what it is. But they could have just stood up for me and said something like they could have just said, no, I'm the one that want to go over there. I ain't bringing y'all ass over there every day. Hell, I be wanting some peace and quiet. I don't want to see y'all ass every damn day. Shit, I need space. Fuck. Seeing people every day. Every day. 10, 15, 20 people every day. Have to, and most of them be from school, man. Like, school friends and shit like that. They was just coming to a match pack or some shit like that. But it's it was tough, man. Because we don't, and that's another thing. Don't let people get so up under you that you can't tell them no, man. Don't let people get up under you. Don't play that I'm your best friend to the end bullshit. Cause man, niggas, I'll put it this way. If my homie, his parents, back in them days, he had got kicked out of his crib because he stayed too long at my crib one day. And he went home fucked up. And you know, my other homie walked him home because they live right next door to each other. And yeah, I guess they had booted his ass out that day. And then we had school too. This is when we was going to school with no mask, no none of this bullshit. So he had walked back to my crib. He was like, "Yo, bro, is it cool if I stay here, bro?" You know, he my Migo homie. He was my Migo homie. He was like, bro, is it cool if I stay here, bro? For, you know, my parents, you know, they kicked me out. And I'm like, boy, you my boy. Don't worry about it. Let me ask my OG and see if it's cool. And of course, you know, it was cool. And he was there for a little bit. But then, you know, I guess that, and then, you know, his peoples came to get him probably like 2 days later, 3 days later. Made his ass get in the car and go home. But he didn't get the memo what they was trying to put through his brain, cause you know, motherfuckers was young back then. But they was trying to teach him, like, they wanted him to call them and to explain himself. Then they coming up to my crib, you know, picking this dude up and looking at me like I'm the bad guy. Like, I ain't do shit. But you know, they never said nothing. You know, I ain't never had no damn real friend defend me, cause they was all phony baloney, boy. But yeah, man. So that shit was holding me down. So I want to say a while after that shit, after everything that was going on in me awakening each time that I would use marijuana, I finally got to the point where um I was just sitting by myself uh in a crib one day after bonding out. I was sitting by myself in the crib one day, and I was just tired, man. I was just feeling like, man, something gotta change, something gotta change, something gotta change, something gotta work. I want to know the truth. I need to know everything. I want to know everything. So, and I was talking, and I was like, you know, if there's a real God out there, if there's a real creator of everything, a universe or something, I do not praise evil entities. I do not praise none of that shit. I'm talking to the real creator, the real God, the real universe, the creator of everything. And that was the first time that was the second time I had put the universe in one of my, I guess you could say, prayers or affirmations. And that was the second time I seen the real power of the universe, man. As soon as I blazed up that time, I just took off, man. Like, because I already had my third eye was already beginning to open. And this one chick, she was Indian. She was like a couple years younger than me or whatever. Basically, I was trying to match the pack, but she thought I wanted her or something, and I wasn't on that. I just wanted to match the pack. And she took it to heart and got personal and shit. But people don't speak their emotions, man. They so scary to speak what they want to speak. Speak. But anyway, I didn't look too far into it because I didn't really care. I just wanted to match some pack because that was when I was smoking back then. And that opened my eye up a little bit too because she was just sneak dissing the whole time I was with her. Like it was just me and her, and then she was just sneak dissing, bending the human language, speaking in tongues about me. And I was just cool, calm, and collect, cause I ain't with that. You gonna have to say it with your chest, to man up, something. But at the same time, I didn't really care, cause I was trying to match pack. So yeah, that experience with the Indian chick had opened up my third eye a lot, cause she was trying to grill your boy, and that whole experience, I can't be mad about it because at the same time, I felt like it was meant to happen because it's like the universe did that on purpose to try and wake me up, send a deceiver, a Decepticon, a whole fucking evil ass entity, or that I saw that was evil at the time. I saw that this person was evil at the time, but really they was helping me, but really they ass is still evil. You don't know, man. You never know with these people, man, because they so flip floppy. But that experience really started to open up my third eye after that, because I was already lifted when I clicked up, and I was trying to get lifted again. And then when I was with this chick, I was starting to get a whole bunch of messages and bleeps, and people was blowing up my phone who didn't even talk to me on a daily basis, who don't even talk to me on a daily basis, was blowing up my fucking phone that day. Like my phone was dry back then, 24/7. And then it was just so strange. It was just so strange. My phone ain't never blown up like that, man. Ever. Unless it was one of the homies, but they ain't never blown up like that from family members that I didn't talk to, and everybody trying to hit me up all at once. So that experience really opened up my eye to certain shit. And now back to fast forward about a year later, back to when I had rolled up by myself that day. After I bought it out, I had rolled up by myself, and dude, I could not explain the feeling that I got. I don't know if it was bliss or grace or what, man, but no, my shit wasn't laced. No, it was some regular pack. And but I was just thinking. I was thinking because I was trying to find the truth. I was looking within. I was fried up and looking within at the same time. I was fried up and looking within the whole time, asking myself inner questions, personal questions. Why this happened in my life? What could I do to fix that? Why? How did these events line up in those situations? Out of all the situations and all the memories that I had, I used my third eye to decipher those memories and like the true meaning behind it that I could not see before. You know what I'm saying? And I just went back on my life and thought about my whole life up until the present moment. And I felt bliss, man. And I was also up there where I was hearing I had heard an evil entity, man. Like I was blissed. I was like at the blissest point. feeling so good. I never felt so happy in my fucking life. Ever. Ever. Now, other people, they gotta take THC and get off of X pill and all this other shit. I was off straight marijuana, bro, just looking within. And I never felt so happy in my fucking life. I never felt so grateful, so lucky, so handsome, so intelligent. So I was appreciating myself, man. Because I had to look back on how far I came till now, and I appreciated myself. I truly loved myself in that moment. Because in that moment, I knew who I was. And it was like I had went to the X-Files and grabbed my paper and came back. Like, I don't know. It was amazing. But that was my spiritual awakening. Then after that, I was just so woke that I just felt everything around me. I heard everything in the building. Probably because I was still lifted. You know, when you high, you could hear a coin drop from way back there and shit. But I just felt enormous. I felt everything around me. I could not eat anything for like 2 weeks. This is when I was like real skinny. Well, I wouldn't say real skinny, but I was like swole. But I wasn't big around the waist. I was wearing like a 32 or a 30 around the waist then. So, but yeah, I couldn't eat nothing. I thought everything was just. I knew that everything was just straight up trash, straight up garbage. Like, I knew this wasn't the right food that was meant for us. I knew that this food wasn't for us. I knew that the life that everybody was living and everybody trying to scramble to the top, and all the government's plans and everything, man. I just could not make none of this up. I could not make none of this up, man. And it fucked me up a little bit. Like, I was in shock. Like, I was just fucked up because I knew so much information and received so many downloads that I didn't know what to eat at that time. I didn't know anything about alkaline. I didn't know anything about pH, and I didn't know nothing. I did eat one thing, but I had to force myself. Because I wouldn't eat nothing, man, for like 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks after that. The only thing I ate was a regular sized bag of hot Cheetos and a water. And water. Lots of water. I remember I was drinking lots of water. I didn't want to drink pop. I didn't want to drink coffee. I didn't want to... Like, dude, I was trippy. I didn't want none of that bullshit. So, it took me a while to get back on track, man. It took me a while. I had to do a lot of the research. I was researching religion. I was researching all type of stuff. Cause sometimes when you get up that high, and you're looking within, and you get up to that level in a different dimension, it's not safe, man. You're in a whole nother spiritual plane that you don't belong in. Like, say like you at the crown chakra, and then I guess you say you go to Christ consciousness. You at the crown, and then you start to go above the crown. Like, you may not see them physically or mentally, or you may not see them physically, but there are evil entities on that level, man. And once they spot your bright ass light, you gonna think you're tweaking. You're not tweaking. Them evil entities gonna try to fuck with you, but stay strong, stay firm, and stay Motivate and protect it. Do not fight these evil entities with negative energy. Fight them with righteousness. I've done it plenty of times. Well, I've done it like 3 or 4 times. Because still after I awoken, I used to manipulate weed to learn more. So, but now I don't. It's been like 4 or 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I've been using my brain, my conscious self, because I found out that it was higher than going back down. You know, when you smoke, you go down, then it shoots you up, and then you just go slowly back down. No. I gotta master it in the present, in the right side of mind, in a sober mind. So, with that being said, you know, man, those are all the tips that I could give you when you spiritual awoken or you're just now waking up. I used to I still am looking for all types of new knowledge and looking at all types of new facts and doing my research, man. Do your research, man. Finding out all types of things, man. Deciphering codes. Like, when you read something, read it slow. So you know what's being said. Because there's always a message. There could be a message in one sentence. 3 different messages in one sentence that will go over your head. So yeah, I know you guys that are just awakened might be a little shook up or shaky, or you want to be awakened. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Follow your intuition the whole way. Drink lots of alkaline. Stay away from that white toothpaste. Trust yourself. Be righteous. And stay firm. You are now universally tuned out. Peace. Hit me up or send me a message at jaylendivine@gmail.com.